Welcome, detective, to the drain I'm going to figuratively and quite possibly literally flush you down. The goal of this aquatic examination could not be simpler, detective. Lower the water like so. Before that, however, it's time for a riddle. Riddle me this, detective. What do bats do when they're at home? Well done, detective. I think you're getting the hang of it. Do you have a death wish? Is it merely incompetence at carrying out said inclination that has kept you alive so long? Detective, do you have a death wish? Is it merely incompetence at carrying out said inclination that has kept you alive so long? Detective, do you have a death wish? Is it merely incompetence at carrying out said inclination that has kept you alive so long? Welcome, detective, to the drain I'm going to figuratively and quite possibly literally flush you down. The goal of this aquatic examination could not be simpler, detective. Lower the water like so. Before that, however, it's time for a riddle. Riddle me this, detective. What do bats do when they're at home? Well done, detective. I think you're getting the hang of it. Batman. The water might be lower, but you're still out of your depth. Look at you, detective. Hanging there in that hideous machine like a particularly ugly chandelier. You know, detective, if I'd rigged that grapple point to detach, you could be dead in a moment. But where would the satisfaction be in that? You will be your own downfall, detective. I have no doubt. Another switch? Why, the water is almost as low as Catwoman's chances of freedom. Why don't you celebrate with my friend? You know what? I wanted you to destroy the robots. I did. It's all part of my immaculately constructed master plan. So there. Don't think I haven't been tempted by a cheap trick and a quick death, detective. But no, I will beat you fairly. I will let you test yourself against me and laugh as you fall short. struggling, Detective? I'm afraid you're running several minutes behind my projections. Ah! This is why my projections were off. I failed to consider both your incompetence and your stupidity as two distinct variables. Apologies, Detective. I will recalculate post-haste. Barely keeping up to the precise degree my equations predict. Careful on your way out.
The drone sensors are temporarily disabled, but I can only hack one at a time, so the previous drone will be back online.
line between perfectly designed riddle and unfair death trap really comes down to user error.
Hey, Eddie. Can't we play a different game? This one's getting old.
You know, I actually prototyped designs for a small portable guillotine, but I went with the collar in the end.
Here's hoping Eddie hasn't started cheating.
Well done, Dark Knight. Feel free to collect her body.
Hey, Eddie. Can't we play a different game? This one's getting old.
Oh, this is too tense to watch. Thank goodness I'm recording it for posterity. Thank goodness.
Here's hoping Eddie hasn't started cheating. And they say black cats are bad luck.
Another key, well done. Of course, you'll lose all 9 lives in an instant should I push this detonator.
Another door unlocked. What a surprise.
Always been the smartest man in the room, Detective, forced to endure the suspicions and mockery of those whose meager mental faculties prohibited them from appreciating that fact. And then you appear in Gotham, dressing up your cognitive capabilities marginally superior as they are to that of the average hoodlum, in the guise of a crusading hero. And oh, how the people swoon. To the orphanage, hero! It's time to rejoin Catwoman for another trial.
Selena's still trapped at the orphanage. Together, we'll get her out.
take much to tame a cat.
You're back.
I said I'd get you out of here.
I know. It's just... nothing. Let's get to the next room, okay? Before my head explodes.
Hello again to my favorite comedy double act. I'd just like to say what a novelty it's been constructing riddle chambers for 2 half-wits instead of 1. Why, that's practically a whole wit between you. Dark Knight, when you failed your feline friend and are done mourning over her headless corpse, perhaps we'll do this again with, Robin? Or maybe that prodigal son of yours over in Bloodhaven. Bloodhaven.
Can you get up there?
The ceiling? Easy.
Riddle me this. Can a maze still amaze if it doesn't have walls? If it doesn't. Oh, what a shock. For you, I mean, Detective. I was expecting it. Did that hurt, Catwoman? Good. That pain is what stupidity feels like.
Oh, Eddie, you're going to feel very, very stupid when I catch up with you.
Stuck, you two? When the answer strikes you, it'll be like a cartoon light bulb flashing above your head.
You know, I had to disable a security system like this when I robbed Queen Industries. Never mind.
Halfway there. Now for a final twist.
Nearly there, Selena.
done on this side.
Okay, done over here.
Congratulations! And now your reward. Robot! Robot! Robot!
Hang in there. Be my guest.
Fine. The key. Take the key. I suppose you just about earned it. Just about.
When I get out of here, I'm sticking this collar around Eddie's neck.
Well, how clever the pair of you must feel. How smug. Well, I hate to intrude upon this miserable little moment of victory, but I wanted you to be aware you're very unlikely to see one another again. Catwoman, the Batman will fail you, because waiting for him beneath Ronalop Ferry Terminal is my greatest trial.
Batman, are we?
Don't let what Riddler said get to you.
Eddie is an idiot, but he's an idiot who built a series of underground death traps across the city.
And?
And I just wanted to say, be safe. This is definitely your mess, and I appreciate you cleaning it up. But just be careful while you do it, okay?
This is your chance with Catwoman, Batsy. She's vulnerable, trapped in an abandoned
Ranelagh Ferry Terminal. Okay, Riddler. This game ends now.
Speaking of which, I went back to the afterlife to check on Talia, and, well, we got to talking about how you basically murdered us both. She started crying, so I went to comfort her. And before I knew it, one thing led to another, and...
Oh God, what's he doing? What's he doing? He's tailing us. Keep driving. Damn it! Get out! Go! You seen what that thing does to cars? I ain't staying to find out.
This is it, Dark Knight. We're done. Well, you're done for, at least. I must admit that I'm feeling quite charitable at the moment of my triumph. So I will give you a choice. Rather than carry on towards your humiliation and death, I will simply let you drive away in return for a signed statement testifying towards my superior intelligence and conceding that I have utterly checkmated you. Oh, the cat will remain a hostage, of course. A symbol of your failure. My, you're actually going to attempt it. Very well. But this is my finest work, Detective. My masterpiece, my Enigma Resistance. So, let us take that inexplicably life-sized children's toy for its final drive. This is it, Dark Knight. Your Teutoburg, your Bay of Pigs, your ultimate defeat. That's it, Detective. Drive faster, drive headlong into defeat. Behold your doom. What? Impossible! That cannot be! You should have followed to your death. I calculated the curvature precisely. I've got the equations right here. I don't understand. How are you still alive? Oh, of course. You got lucky, didn't you? It was luck. Luck! The kindly lifeguard of the idiot. I can hardly factor luck into my equations now, can I? I'm not a homeopath. You've been waltzing with Lady Luck your whole life, Detective. But now the music's stopping. Farewell, Dark Knight. No! This isn't right. This isn't possible. This isn't happening. I am the Riddler, and you shall not defeat me! Hurry up, Detective. You stand marginally more of a chance of succeeding if you actually begin. God, I mean, I knew you'd fail. Never doubted it for a moment. Care to try again, Dark Knight? Because the timer won't start until you situate yourself at the start of the track. When you failed that last lap, I could see the headlines, Detective. Riddler triumphant. Batman disgraced. Gotham awed. And to think, I was actually concerned you may succeed. I forgot who I was dealing with for a minute there. Such a pity I couldn't show you the Riddler mobile. It's bigger, faster, several times more aesthetically pleasing than your vehicle. It's in the shop. Turn around, you dark knucklehead! Come now, Detective. Time waits for no man. And I wait for no Batman. Ha! You failed! Your idiocy never ceases to... Well, actually, no. I have come to expect it. Actually, no. Feel that, Detective? It's called humiliation. Come back to the start of the course and I'll serve up some more. Don't be ashamed to have failed, Detective. This isn't a racetrack. It's an immaculately constructed work of art. It is perfection. Since you cannot even be counted on to kill yourself, I will do it for you. I'm controlling the mechanisms now. Controlling mechanisms. You'll make a mistake. Of course you will. I know you will. The other way, Detective. Goodbye. Don't waste my time. It's several times more precious than yours. Too slow, Detective, too slow. For a second there, I was almost concerned. And to think, I was actually concerned you may succeed. I forgot who I was dealing with for a minute there. Or if you prefer that Roman knockoff Mercury? I want you to know, Detective, that I'm recording all your attempts at this for posterity. And for my social media presence, of course. Don't worry, Detective. You have until dawn. Not that it'll make any difference. Hurry up, Detective. You stand marginally more of a chance of succeeding if you actually begin. Too slow, Detective. Too slow. For a second there, I was almost concerned. Come on, Detective. Back to the start of the course. Another attempt? My, but you're optimistic. Make your peace, Dark Knight. This really is it. It has to be. Detective, time waits for no man. And I wait for no Batman. Too slow, Detective, too slow. For a second there, I was almost concerned. If you're feeling vainglorious enough for another attempt, Dark Knight, you must trundle back to the start of the course. course. I want you to know, Detective, that I'm recording all your attempts at this for posterity. And for my social media presence, of course. Detective, you stand marginally more of a chance of succeeding if you actually begin. Too slow, Detective, too slow. For a second there, I was almost concerned. Feel that, Detective? It's called humiliation. Come back to the start of the course and I'll serve up some more. You're going backwards, Dark Knight. Is this a valiant attempt at a joke? Dark Knight, don't waste my time. It's several times more precious than yours. Too slow, Detective, too slow. For a second there, I was almost concerned. If you're feeling vainglorious enough for another attempt, Dark Knight, you must trundle back to the start of the course. Try that last lap again. racing line is? Come now, detective. Time waits for no man. And I wait for no Batman. God, I knew you'd fail. Never doubted it for a moment. Hurry up, detective. You stand marginally more of a chance of succeeding if you actually begin. Where did you learn how to drive? I knew you'd fail. To think you had me worried. How embarrassing. Don't tell anyone. Feel that, detective? It's called humiliation. Come back to the start of the course and I'll serve up some more. That would have injured someone whose skull wasn't so thick. Dark Knight, don't waste my time. It's several times more precious than yours.